crazy axe murderer. Listen, I've read about one of these series, okay, and I can't find it. I've got to find it. Basically, one of the women, she went on there, she married this guy. It turns out this guy's crazy. He's a stalker. He started telling her about he's going to kill her and he's going to kill her family, and if she tries to leave him and all this. This is documented. I need to find that article. Because when I read that, I just thought, you see, this is what happens when you want to fast. You don't know what you're getting, and you have tied yourself to this man, literally, legally. She's had it. Now she has to go and get restraining order and be trying to go into hiding because he says he's going to kill her and all this foolishness. Okay. No. And they reckon they did psychological tests, but they obviously didn't do them too good because they should have known that he's crazy.
They should have known. That's the key thing. They should have known.
He's crazy. When someone's telling you they're going to try to kill you if you leave them and all this, I said no.
And that's something that happens a lot. Some people, man, you're in a relationship with someone that literally needs counseling and needs help, and you don't know how to get out of it. You don't know how to report it. You don't know how to escape, which is what it is, from it. You know, you may need, El Chapo or somebody to help you get out of it. I don't know.
No. That's all I can say. Not doing it. On a lighter note. Now, see, this leads me neatly into this little video that I want to share with you people. Link 15K Rose. I sent you the picture, didn't I? Now, it's called Wedlock. True or false? Now, it's a little video. It's so funny. People, you've got to watch it. It's literally a couple of seconds, but you've got to watch it because it made me laugh when I saw that. I was like, oh no, I have to share that. I want to know what you guys think. Please watch it. Tell me at Ask Avani Show. Is this what society is coming to today? What do you think? Because when you see this little...
Well, see, I've seen it. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
And I think it has a lot of truth.
I just thought that was so funny. See, it shows basically a cartoon character, and it's like he seems like a little Casanova, doesn't he, this guy? Basically, the guy is drawing him in, and the story is being told in sort of real time, as it were, where he's proposing to his so-called girlfriend, but then he is distracted by another female that sort of walks past him on the street, and the person who's drawing the cartoon sort of taps him on the shoulder and says, look, and he sort of looks and he sort of turns away because she doesn't really have any of the attributes that he wants, and then the person taps him on the shoulder again and says, no, have another look, because he's drawn a very curvaceous figure on this lady. So then he's interested. He turns around, he's like, oh, hello, and he gives the flowers to her instead, because he was proposing to another woman, and now he's being a Casanova and he's proposing to this new woman that he's seen, and he likes her so much that he gets himself into trouble. and he has relations with her and he gets her pregnant. And then he sees her belly and he realizes, oh dear, no, I need to walk away from this situation. But she says, oh hell no, you ain't getting away from me, because she holds a gun to his head. She decides that, so he tries to give her the flowers and he's still trying to walk away, like to say, okay, I'll give you what you need, but please leave me alone. And she's like, oh no, this is you mess, and you're gonna have to come and deal with it. So she grabs him by the neck, she takes the flowers, grabs him by the neck, and that's it. Happily ever after.
What do you think? I think it has a lot of kind of analogies and connotations, and do you think? And then everyone that's listening to the podcast, that's listening live to the show, go look at the little video first of all.
Hilarious.
But I have a question. And I thought my opinion was that when he was offering her the flowers, he had proposed at that time. Then he found out she was pregnant. No. And then he didn't want to get married, but that's why she grabbed him and put the gun and forced him, to get married.
See, he saw the belly. He saw her belly. That's when he was trying to walk away, and then she pulled the gun, like to say, "No, you ain't going nowhere." Right. So then he tried to give her the flowers, like to placate her, to say, "Okay, well, here you go, and I don't want to be with you, but I'll look after you, kind of." But she said, "Oh hell no, you ain't going nowhere. You are staying with me, you are going to marry me, and this is going to be happily ever after." And you ain't got no choice because I'm holding a gun to your head. That's what it was.
Okay, and again, and I look at it, the end of the story is he was locked. He was wedlocked.
Oh yeah, he was on lockdown.
Okay, and so to me, And that's why, as we get close to the end of the show, I think, as you mentioned as we began the show, you got to love yourself, know yourself before you get into a relationship, before as far as a partnership or life partner or marriage or anything. You need to know yourself. And part of the knowing yourself, you should make good decisions on who you are sleeping with. Because you can put yourself into a position to where you have to be on Maury's show and they're doing all these DNA tests and all that other. And I'm being comical, but I made a decision in my life, early in my life, and I wanted to make sure that it was true, and I did a good job, and I did make sure it was true. I said that I would always know where my children were. My children were. At all time. Now, if they're in, like, my son is in college somewhere, and I don't know physically, is he in a class or is he whatever, but I know he's in Austin. But I don't have the instance where I could have somebody pop up and say, hey, K. Rose, I'm your son from...
Oh, no.
Please.
No. See that our little cartoon friend, he may have that problem in the future.
Yeah.
So I have to ask the question, okay? Link 16. See now, once you've watched that video, people, it's called Wedlock, True or False. Once you've watched that, I have to pose this question. Link 16, okay, right? Are black women too tough to date? That's all I'm going to say. And then we're going to post it. And you people can let me know. At Ask Avani Show, let me know, because I just want to see what people think about that. Because I don't think so. I think we are lovely. I think we are very strong. I think we are very independent. We're strong. We're beautiful in a lot of ways that certain people may have an issue with. That's all I'm going to say.
You just floated that one out there. You do this, and then I'm going to have to extend the show for another 2 hours because I got so much stuff that I want to say, okay? But you're bringing that up, and it's really interesting you bring that up. If you have heard a little of the controversy that has been going on in the United States with Serena Williams, we made her win last week because she was playing during your show last week. And so there's been some reporting because she does not have the figure of and that goes with what you're saying. Exactly.
Y'all got to do a show on that because I'm sorry. I've seen some things. I'm just like, you know what? Society, this is what I mean about society and the mindsets that they put into people to say that certain things are not right or you should do this versus you should not do that. I ain't loving it. Okay, I'm not loving it, and the lack of men in the church. Now, Steve Harvey talking to Pastor T.G. Jakes, he was speaking some sense there, and I just thought, okay, so we're sharing that too, K-Rose, link 17. Because, ooh, yes, and Oprah Winfrey. Even Oprah Winfrey had to get in on the act for this, link 18, K-Rose, because the majority of black women being single, and I take a breath.
and the couple of interesting asides. I mean, Steve Harvey has been married multiple times, and he now he is going to convince me that he is a relationship authority.
As far as he's concerned, he is, because like you said, if he's been married how much times, he's supposed to have picked up a few things along the way, right?
Well, I don't know about all that. I just think I think he's done a lot of good, so don't get me wrong.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But, it's like Rush Limbaugh trying to give someone information on drug abuse. You can't. So there are certain subjects. I think Steve is good at it. He does give a lot of good information, I think, and he makes people think, which is more than anything. But, black women in how people assume they are, in my personal opinion, is black women are the beginning of Earth, basically.
There you go.
We're the cradle of civilization.
You see, that's why I didn't go in it. Because as you said, we could be here for a long time.
Sometimes we need to be for a little bit longer, because I got tired of the commentary, and I get tired of, man, my mind is going to so many places because I can see things that we're going to be talking about. But suffice it to say that black women aren't, quote, too mean or too tough today. And if you're trying to find, or if you're looking for someone as a man, whatever color you are, if you're looking for someone that's not a strong person, that may be what you need.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Go ahead. But I mean, and really, all black women are not tough, and all black women aren't the strongest people on earth too. But I think most of them are. Yeah, most of them are strong.
And it's not. And when we say strong, we don't mean strong in the mean way. We mean strong as in, they can cope with lots of obstacles, and we will find a way. And we make it look easy when you're getting through certain trials and tribulations, because people will ask you, how did you get through that? And how do you look like that when you are going through that kind of thing? And we just have that inner ability to soldier on and still have faith to keep looking forward and to say, yes, I can get through this, even though it's tough, and I'm going to be praying, and I'm going to be, we believe that we can get there, and we usually do.
Well, and see, that's the interesting thing. Black women are queens. I used to call my wife Queen all the time. I used to, sometimes it would be in jest because she would have me doing something that, I really didn't want to do, but they basically say, all hail the Queen, I'll take care of it. But, you start off with the entity, that was the top of civilization. And if you look at it, they meaning the world and those people in power, try to make the human being that's the top of the civilization, who created civilization, who maintained it and created it, they try to make that person the bottom of civilization. Because
they can't handle it.
Right, yeah, that's what they try and convince us. They're trying to say that, you start off with the different levels of who has the power, and black women, unfortunately, and unfairly, are always put at the bottom of the list as far as how power is perceived.
Yeah,
and that bugs the hell out of me.
I know, but you see, what we's meant to be will be. We will prevail.
Right.
There is no one who's going to stop us. No, as I like to say, no pony. There's not going to stop the show. It's just not. We are going to do what we are going to do, and whoever don't like it, it's just tough. Because you know what? I have been through too much, and I can say this on my own personal view. I have been through far, far too much. No one ain't going to slow me down. No, it's just not going to happen. I know who I am. And once you know who you are, you know where you can expect to be. And you know what you can achieve. And if no one else don't believe in you, that's fine. Don't worry with them. Because when you get to where you said you was going, you can look back and they'll still be wherever they said they wasn't going to be. Don't worry with them. I don't worry about it. I just like, okay, whatever you say. Because if you think you're going to make me believe something that I know is not true, you really are crazy.
Yeah, and that's the controlling thing. People try to control the forces and the people that control this earth, who control wealth and control power. They understand their limitations. I believe they understand their limitations, and so they don't tell people that, first of all. Absolutely. And then they control how we perceive everything. So we don't see their limitations.
Now, I have to see now, in saying what you're saying, trying to control people's perceptions, I have to share these two links before we go to break, Kairos, because this is important. Links 19 and 20. Now, again, society, I'm going to say it like that. Society has deemed it that black women claim they can't find a good black man. Now, I'm sorry, but I just don't believe that. And this particular storyline, which is in two parts, links 19 and 20, Kairos, is a absolute testament to the fact that, yes, there are good black men out there. There are good men out there, full stop. But there are, in this instance, definitely good black men out there. Because I have to share this story with you. Wow, is all I can say. This poor man is heartbreaking because it's about this man who was an army veteran, and he thought he was in a really loving relationship. But you know what they say, life is never easy, right? Outside influences were conspiring to make his life really, really hard, because he was with this woman, and it turns out that because her parents didn't like him, they were trying to break them up, but she stopped telling her parents that she was with him, and she started seeing him in secret. But obviously, the longer the